that wonderful time of the week. It's time for Top That Trade. Joining us today, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Nachman, an options trading pro. Here we go, guys, with round number one, PE picks. Earnings season starts anew today with big banks reporting in. What low price to earnings play do you like now?
Ta-da. Well, this is the beginning of something new here. Fundamental information to drive the market. This is what truly drives markets.
Instead of the last 8 years where we had plenty of money to drive the market.
We've had an earnings recession here recently, and we've turned the corner. We're looking for a 3% earnings growth this quarter. So I'm looking for some strength here, but there are a lot of stocks not looking at the price, but look at the PE ratio, the price to earnings, and there's some good values. I like Verizon. I think Verizon's got a 25% upside from here.
One I like is just going to be kind of crazy because it's got beat up is Macy's, believe it or not, the retailer. Oof. And yeah, oof is right. But I think it's overdone. I think a lot of the bad news is priced into this stock. Plus, they pay a 5% yield, and they beat this stock up. So unless you think Macy's is going to go away,
and
I'm always
a believer that in a brand, has value, has
sure it does.
Everybody knows Macy's. There's a way you can
reinvent
it, and redo things. But
sure.
What I like to look at here is the price to earnings ratio for the S&P is about 17. So it's above the 5-year norm, which is about 15. But these individual stocks, I was talking about Verizon, the PE ratio is 13. Bank of America.
Can you hear him now?
11.
Bank of America.
Bank of America has got a PE ratio of 11. And if you look at it, 26 is the halfway point of the 55 high way back in 2007 down to that extreme low.
What do you think of Goldman Sachs?
Still
Somebody came out with a big sell number on Goldman Sachs. Somebody came out with a big sell rating on Goldman Sachs. Are you bullish Goldman Sachs?
I liked it a lot better before it rallied 30%.
Round number two, you'll love this. Rate relax. Bond Baron Bill Gross says 2.6% in the 10-year note is a critical level to watch. Do you agree?
I agree, but he won't be watching it because every time he makes these calls and the market does what he says it's going to do, he doesn't get in it. So what I'm saying is,
do what he says.
Bill Gross does.
Do what he says, not what he does.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. But listen, I do think 2.6% is important because
he says it's bigger than the Dow. He says bigger than the Dow 20,000.
I think it is because because let's face it, when we were at negative interest rates and the 10-year notes down at historic lows, we were down there because the economy was not doing well. And when we get above 2.6%, what he's saying is that the economy is growing enough where it can be a big boy.
So this was a trend for the last 20 years. So that's what he's saying. It would be breaking that downtrend at 2.6%. The number for me is 3%. That was the high back in 2014.
Okay.
And then it declined all the way down to 1.4. So 2% was the midpoint.
2.6 to 3%. So you have to be a few percentage points off of Bill Gross to be different. I'll go in the middle and say 2.7. We'll get it right in the middle there. So we got three numbers that we can look at that are the most important numbers.
The lesson to be learned is that rates have relaxed a little bit.
The lesson to be learned is Alan likes even
the last
numbers.
couple of weeks, we've seen the dollar come back down. It's been a couple weeks since we made all-time highs in the dollar, and we've seen rates relax and come back down below 3% in the 30-year, and we're at 2.25 or so, 2.3 in the 10-year note.
Even numbers are easier to remember too.
Let's move on to round number three. Sugar high. Pundits prognosticate that the stock market is on a sugar high. So what's the best sweet treat to buy?
Larry Summers is saying that the stocks are.
But
he's been making some wild statements. Wasn't this a guy that said that if Trump was going to elect it, we were going to have a stock market? This guy's high, but I don't know if it's on sugar. It could be some other commodity.
You know what I find
interesting
is nobody talks about the C word. You haven't brought up the C word since the election.
What is the C word?
Nobody is talking about crash, ever. The crash is out of the cards.
I never have talked about crash.
Okay,
when did you ever hear me ever use the word crash before the election?
People are always talking about when's there going to be a crash, when's there going to be a crash.
Right.
So for whatever reason, that's taken that psychology out of the market.
I don't know if you know, Harry Dent, the guy that's been calling for a crash for the last 100 years, now got bullish. So that's what worries me because I'm afraid it is going to crash when he got bullish. Because it's shocking enough. But Larry Summers, what about these comments? He has been calling for doom and gloom if Trump got elected, and now he's saying, "Oh, this is only a sugar high." I would go back to Bill Gross, where we're seeing a certain level where we're going to see if this is for real. If we get above 2.6% growth, and once we get the tax cuts,
something I want to point out here that the average over the last 10 years in the S&P has been 6.95% per year, so 7% a year. So, regardless of your politics, regardless of the policies, the market continues to march.
There you go, except for in 2008, but we won't get into that.
Let's march on to the bonus round question for today. It is Friday the 13th.
No! Oh my gosh, hold on.
Tomorrow? Today?
Today!
This is who
Today?
can get to the bell the
Friday.
fastest.
Friday, I'm here.
Name a Friday song. Whoever gets to the bell fastest wins.
No, that's a Monday song. The Friday song for the kid on the
Manic
YouTube.
Monday.
Manic Monday.
Manic Monday.
That's not
that's
a
got
Friday
you.
song. That's right. There we go. Friday, Friday, silly, silly Friday. What was that song?
I don't know any.
It was YouTube. The kid had the big hit, and she almost got a career on it. What the heck was the name of it?
Are you
Speak
thinking
to
of
me. I
Rebecca
don't know.
Black? Is it Rebecca Black?
Rebecca. Yes, Rebecca Black Friday song. That's the one.
What does this have to do with money?
He said a Monday. He gave Monday. He doesn't like the same days of the week. Let's change the day of the week.
Phil wins. Some of the other names, I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas, Friday, I'm in Love, The Cure, and of course,
That's a great
Dancing
song.
Queen by ABBA.
Oh, Friday I'm in Love.
nights.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The Cure. The Cure.
I gotta
That's,
say
I
my-
should have
I think
known
my
that
favorite
one.
is the Black Eyed Peas.
I should have known that one.
Thank you.
You can brush up on your lyrics later. Thank you so much. Awesome job. Business First AM continues after this.